Vasilisa the Beautiful is a classic Russian fairy tale that tells the story of a young girl's journey from subjugation to empowerment. Collected by Alexander Afanasiev, the tale is rich with symbolic imagery and explores themes of kindness, bravery, and the triumph of good over evil. The story of Vasilisa, the narrative begins with Vasilisa, the beautiful daughter of a merchant. Before her mother's death, she is given a magical doll and her mother's blessing. She is given strict instructions to always keep the doll with her, to never show it to anyone, and to feed it when she needs help or guidance. This doll becomes her secret companion and guide. After her mother's passing, Vasilisa's father remarries a widow who has two daughters of her own. The stepmother and her daughters are cruel and deeply envious of Vasilisa's beauty. They burden her with an endless list of difficult chores, hoping to mar her appearance with hard labor. However, with the quiet assistance of her magical doll, Vasilisa is able to complete all the tasks set before her, and against her stepfamily's wishes, her beauty only grows more radiant. The next chapter of Vasilisa's life begins with a perilous journey to the fearsome witch, Baba Yaga. While Vasilisa's father is away on a long business trip, the stepmother moves the family to a house situated on the edge of a dark and foreboding forest, the very place where Baba Yaga is said to live. Seizing the opportunity, one night, the stepmother extinguishes all the lights in the house and, under the pretense of needing a light, sends Vasilisa to Baba Yaga's hut to fetch fire. This cruel act is a deliberate attempt to be rid of Vasilisa for good. Guided and protected by her doll, Vasilisa makes her way through the dark woods to Baba Yaga's strange and terrifying hut, a grotesque structure that stands on chicken legs and is surrounded by a fence made of human bones gruesomely topped with skulls. During her journey, she encounters three mysterious horsemen, one dressed in white, representing the dawn, one in red, representing the sun, and one in black, representing the night. These figures mark the passage of time and the cyclical nature of the world she is entering. Upon reaching the hut, Vasilisa confronts the witch. Baba Yaga agrees to give her the fire she seeks, but only on the condition that she can complete a series of seemingly impossible tasks. With the unseen help of her magical doll, which performs the work while she rests, Vasilisa successfully completes all the chores assigned to her. Baba Yaga, impressed by the girl's diligence and unafraid of her probing questions about the mysterious horseman, rewards her. Instead of simple embers, she gives Vasilisa a skull with burning eyes to take back as a light for her stepfamily. Vasilisa's return home marks her ultimate triumph and the beginning of a new chapter in her life. When she arrives, the fiery, malevolent gaze from the skull she carries incinerates her cruel stepmother and stepsisters, freeing her from their tyranny forever. Afterward, Vasilisa leaves the forest behind and goes to the city. There, she becomes a skilled weaver, creating linen so fine and exquisite that no one has ever seen its equal. Her remarkable work eventually catches the attention of the Tsar himself. Captivated by both her incredible skill and her profound beauty, the Tsar asks her to be his wife, and she accepts, completing her transformation from an oppressed orphan to a queen. Symbolism and interpretations. Vasilisa the Beautiful is often interpreted as a rich and complex story about female initiation and the development of intuition. It's a tale that charts a young woman's path from innocence to wisdom, navigating a world filled with both mundane cruelty and profound magic. A central element of this interpretation is the doll. The doll, a final gift from Vasilisa's dying mother, is a powerful symbol of inherited female intuition and ancestral wisdom. It represents the inner voice, the gut feeling that guides Vasilisa through the overwhelming challenges she faces. By feeding and consulting the doll, Vasilisa is, in a metaphorical sense, nurturing her own intuitive abilities. The doll is her connection to the matrilineal knowledge that has been passed down to her, a sacred trust that protects and empowers her when all other support is gone. Baba Yaga is another deeply symbolic figure in the tale. While often portrayed in popular culture as a terrifying and purely evil witch, her role in this story is far more nuanced. She can be seen as a representation of wild, untamed nature and a formidable, ancient matriarchal figure who embodies both creative and destructive forces. She is not purely malevolent. She tests Vasilisa with life-or-death challenges, but ultimately rewards her for her perseverance, respect, and courage. In earlier Slavic myths, her character was more closely associated with wisdom, transformation, and the guardianship of esoteric knowledge, rather than simple malevolence, and this tale retains echoes of that more ancient archetype. Finally, the journey and the tasks themselves are deeply symbolic. Vasilisa's journey into the dark forest represents a descent into the unconscious, a confrontation with the unknown, and the feared aspects of the self and the world. The seemingly impossible tasks she must perform for Baba Yaga symbolize a young woman as passage into adulthood and the trials required to gain mastery over her own life. To survive and ultimately thrive, she must confront her deepest fears, develop her inner strength, and learn to rely on her own skills and judgment. The story powerfully highlights the importance of trusting one's instincts to navigate life's most difficult and dangerous challenges, demonstrating that true power comes not from external sources, but from within.